Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we're going to be doing a Week 9 preview for the NFL season that is officially now halfway through the season. The trade deadline was officially finished yesterday as I'm recording this, and there were a couple of trades going on, but not a lot of the big trades. But when it comes to the Week 9 preview, there are not as many big matchups. Of course, you got Breeze versus Brady too, so that's gonna be the biggest matchup in terms of this week. And then you got 4 teams that are going to be on a bye this week. Those 4 teams that have a bye this week are going to be the Rams, Bengals, Browns, and the Eagles. The Eagles definitely need that rest, considering they have a lot of injured players, and most of these players are going to be able to get a rest. And most of their starting lineup, Carson Wentz is going to be able to have a week off to refocus. And we'll see how they do when it comes to next week when they play. But let's get off and let's start off with the first game of the season. Let's start off with the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers. And due to what's been going on with the San Francisco 49ers, San Francisco has actually closed down their facility today due to the whole COVID-19. You know, some players having COVID-19. So this is actually supposed to be Packers at 49ers, but I have no idea if this game is going to take place. And if this game does take place, I feel like the Packers are going to easily win this game. There's no reason the Packers should not be winning this game by a decent score, because the San Francisco is going to be missing out on Jimmy G. They're going to be missing out on their best tight end, George Kittle. The only thing that they're going to have going for them is going to be really their running game, and that's going to be basically it. So yeah, I'm going to say Green Bay is going to win this game by a score of 38-14 and win another game after losing this past week against the Minnesota Vikings. They have a very short week, but I don't feel like that's going to change anything. Devontae Adams is, of course, back. Devontae Adams is going to be a very good wide receiver. He's a touchdown machine. And yeah, Green Bay is going to win this game by a score of 38-14. Next, we have the Texans at the Jaguars. This is a divisional rivalry game, of course, as you guys all know. Well, yeah, I don't really think that there's anything. Well, I mean, both teams are actually 1-6. And I actually never thought the Texans would be this bad. But of course they fired their head coach and GM, Bill O'Brien. And they have Deshaun Watson now. The next head coach for the Houston Texans should definitely be Eric Bieniemy, the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs. He deserves to be the next head coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. And wait, is he a defensive coordinator? I think he's the offensive coordinator for Kansas City. But he deserves to be a nice head coach. But in terms of this game, I think it's gonna be a lot closer, because Jacksonville actually does, kind of play really decent when it comes to defense. So I'm gonna say the Texans are gonna win this game by a score of 28-14. Moving on, Giants versus Washington. Now, this game is a big game, because whoever wins this game, I think, is gonna be an outside shot to win the NFC East, or as everybody pronounces it, the NFC least, because this division absolutely sucks. This division's the absolute worst division in the past couple of years in terms of the NFL. Since my division was the worst division, where I think the Falcons or the Panthers got in with a losing record. So yeah. But in terms of this game, I'm at the Giants beating the Washington football team by a score of 28-24, considering the Giants almost beat Tampa Bay if it wasn't for Danny Dimes not being a good quarterback. So yeah. Ravens at the Colts. This one is going to be interesting because, of course, the Ravens and Colts both got very good defenses. It's really going to come down to the offense and who wins this game in terms of the offense. This one's going to be a close game. I feel like the Ravens are going to want to come back after Lamar Jackson's humiliating performance against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're going to win this game by a single point. They're going to win this game by a score of 28-27. Bears at the Titans. Bears need to shore up the offensive line, because the offensive line is not playing good at all this week. The Titans defense is going to absolutely destroy them. Derrick Henry's going to run rapid on that defense, and Derrick Henry and the Titans are going to win this game by a score of 21-6. Next game, we have Lions at the Vikings. Lions at the Vikings. I actually had before Matthew Stafford got put on the COVID-19 reserve list, I had the Lions winning this game But I'm gonna take that back now because do you guys see what the Lions were without Matthew Stafford last year? The Lions were absolutely crap without Matthew Stafford. So I had the Lions win this game 21-14. I'm gonna have the Vikings win this game 21-7. So yeah, unfortunately for the Lions, if Matthew Stafford was in this game, I would have you guys win the game 21-14. But it's gonna switch around. It's gonna be 21-7. Next, we have Panthers at Chiefs. The Chiefs have been absolutely out of their mind ever since they lost their one game against the Oakland Raiders. Patrick Mahomes has been playing like MVP, and of course he should be the MVP, but it's going to be between him and Russell Wilson, I honestly believe. And when it comes to this game, Kansas City's offense it's going to be too much for the Carolina Panthers, and the Chiefs are going to beat the Panthers by a score of 38-17. Next, we have Seahawks at Bills, another very interesting game because these two teams are really good, really good. But of course, Jamal Adams is going to be back and Carlos Dunlap is going to be back for Seattle. So this is going to be a big game for Seattle, and Seattle's going to get the win by a score of 35-27. Next, we have my team facing off against the Denver Broncos. Now, of course, the Denver Broncos this past weekend ended up being the Chargers, and the Chargers blew yet another lead. And yeah, it doesn't seem like the Chargers, if they're winning, don't count on the Chargers winning by the end of the game. But yeah, I don't really think that's going to change. Of course, the Falcons have had more days of rest because the Falcons played last Thursday, so they've had about a week, almost a week and a half to recover and rest for this game. And considering the fact that it's not going to be at Mile High Stadium in Denver, I'm going to give the Falcons the win by a score of 24-14. So it's not really going to be a high scoring game, but it's gonna be a decent game. The Falcons are gonna win this. Now, speaking of the Chargers, they're going to be playing against the Oakland Raiders, the team that Derek Carr seems to be playing really well for John Gruden, and is proving so because he's been playing really well. The Raiders will be visiting the Chargers, but this time I'm actually gonna have the Chargers keeping the lead because I still believe Justin Herbert is going to be a very good quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers. And they're going to beat the Oakland Raiders by a score of 27-24. Next, we have the Dolphins at Cardinals. Now, the Dolphins won against LA Rams, even though Tua did not even put up over 100 yards passing. How did that even happen? How did the quarterback play less than 100 yards passing and they still win against a very good day against Aaron Donald and the Rams? Too bad for Tua. It's not going to be the same here because Kyler Murray's been playing really good these past couple of weeks, and Kyler Murray's can end up beating the Miami Dolphins by a score of 28-14 and continue on with this good record. Steelers at the Cowboys. Man, these Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? They absolutely suck. So there's nothing. The Steelers defense is going to kill the Dallas Cowboys. And the Steelers are going to win the game 35-7. Saints at the Bucks, which is going to be a Sunday night game. Breeze versus Brady 2. Of course, the Bucks lost the first game of the season against New Orleans Saints, against Drew Brees. And yes, Drew Brees hasn't been playing very well. But Michael Thomas is going to be back for Drew Brees. And we all know Drew Brees loves Michael Thomas. But also, Antonio Brown is going to be playing his first game for Tom Brady. But I feel like this is going to be a big game for Drew Brees and Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is going to play out of his mind this week. And the New Orleans Saints are going to beat the Bucks by a score of 41-31. And then we have finally Patriots at the Jets, which is going to be a Monday night game taking place. I think it's going to be on ESPN, I think. But yeah, Patriots at the Jets. This should be a no doubt win for Bill Belichick because the Jets are the worst team in the NFL. The Jets do not deserve to be an NFL team right now. They are the only team that hasn't won a game yet. And if the Jets somehow manage to get their first win against Bill Belichick and the Patriots, that just proves how bad the Patriots are, really, that they lose to the Jets. But I'm at the Patriots beating the Jets by a score of 27-7 and continue on with their record. So let's review the games I had going on. Packers at 49ers, 38-14 Packers. Texans at Jaguars, 28-14 Texans. Giants at Washington, 28-24 Giants. Ravens at Colts, 28-27 to the Ravens. Bears at Titans, 21-6 to the Titans. Panthers at Chiefs. I'm going to give the Chiefs a win by a score of 38-17. Seahawks at Bills, 35-27. Lions at Vikings, 21-7. Broncos at Falcons, 24-14. Raiders at Chargers, 27-24. Chargers. Dolphins at Cardinals. Cardinals are going to win 28-14. Steelers at Cowboys, 35-7. Steelers. Saints at the Bucks. Saints at the Bucks, 41-31, and the final game of this week is going to be Patriots at the Jets, and that's going to be 27-7. And yes, of course, as I said before, the 4 teams that were on the bye this week are the Rams, Bengals, Eagles, and Browns. So anyway, guys, that is my preview for Week 9 in terms of the NFL season. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications when my videos go live. Tell me your predictions for Week 9 and which teams do you think is going to win. Do you think I have any of these teams right in winning or wrong in win or losing? And yeah, just tell me in the comments down below. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.